In the absence of any Justice Omotosho magic, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu should be released on the 10th of October 2025. Because by now, Omotosho should be aware, of course, he should be aware of the international pressure that is piling against Nigerian politicians, piling up by international bodies who are targeting Nigerian politicians against economic and judicial corruption, the rots in the system that are perpetuated mostly by judges in the High Court, judges in the Appeal Court, and judges in the Supreme Court, of course. In fact, according to a header survey, I will read, approximately 60 to 70% of judicial officers are perceived to engage in corrupt practices. Also, approximately 60 to 70% of court interactions involved some form of bribery, bias, or influence, undue influence. So as it stands now, Justice Omotosho is under international watch list. As a Nigerian judge, he is under international watch list. So also are the politicians, so also are the administrators. So as it stands now, Justice Omotosho is under international watch list. Yes, as the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, he is under international watch list. So any move he makes, any judgment he gives, is being monitored by international bodies. And if he steps leg in the wrong direction, definitely there might be a warrant for his arrest internationally, and he may be put on heavy sanctions in the coming months. But for this video, we are listing out 3 things Omotosho must do on the 10th of October to avoid those sanctions, because the way he has been carrying out Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's case lately, it shows that this report, this survey I read out for you of undue interference and judicial corruption has crippled into his court. He has opened up his court and he has started listening to voices outside. And he doesn't know that international bodies, nothing is hidden from them. They hear and see everything. So for this video, we are giving Omotosho a lifeline. 3 things he must do on that day. 3 things he must do to wash his hand away from this watch list, failure of which, whatever international bodies decide to do with how he has conducted himself in this Nnamdi Kanu's trial and other cases he has held, is up to him. I hope it doesn't come back to haunt him, haunt his career, and haunt his upcoming generation, or he doesn't land himself international prisons, or perhaps even local prisons. So whatever you're doing, I advise you to stop it and focus on this video. Because you don't want to miss a bit, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Select the bell, click on the bell that says all notifications, so that you get alerted whenever we release a video. So let's dive right in. The Nigerian judiciary is gone, as we know, corrupt beyond measure. So according to the reports I read for you, 70 to 80% of Nigerian judges have collected bribes, and over 90% of cases suffer from judicial interference. These signs already in Omotosho's handling of Nnamdi Kanu's case is already showing, and people are watching. So these are the 3 things Justice Omotosho must do immediately to wash his hands off this, and of course evade international sanctions and of course international punishment. Number 1, no more postponement. Omotosho, no more postponement. As you know, justice delayed is justice denied. Kanu has been in the cell, in the dungeon, in the prison for years. The longer you keep him there, the longer you are keeping him in prison. And of course, he is not yet declared a prisoner by any court. So why are you delaying justice? What if after all this you are doing, you now declare him innocent? why all the prison in the first place? Is the prison intentional to punish him regardless of the outcome of the trial? That is how it looks like from Buhari's time. They just want to imprison him regardless of the outcome of the court. Even if the court finds him innocent, you have already spent years in the prison, so they have won according to them. So Omotosho, are you going to enable this injustice, or are you going to put an end to it on the 10th? So number one, no more postponement from you on the 10th. No more. That's the first thing you do on the 10th. The second thing you will do is you will discharge and acquit Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally, stating clearly that no other court should try him, telling the prosecution that they should not even think of going on appeal. Write it there in the judgment that this man is acquitted and discharged. These 2 points must be there, not discharged alone, acquitted of all charges. Yes, this is because till today there has been no evidence linking him to any terrorism, linking him to any treason. Yet he has been kept in the dungeon. All those years in the dungeon, does it account for nothing? Is it going to be waved away like that? Is that justice already? Are you serving him justice? So you have to discharge and acquit him to show that you are unbiased, to show that your court has not been overtaken by mess, to show that there is no judicial interference. You will discharge and acquit Nnamdi Kanu, and the world is watching you on that day. The world is watching you on that day. Simple. Simple. There is no reason to keep him going again. Not on that day now you will come and want to continue the trial and say that you found the no case submission, you didn't find any bail, that you want Kanu to continue trial. It's not going to work again. The trial is over on the 10th. The trial ends on the 10th. The suffering is enough. It's enough. And the third one, what I'm sure you're going to do, you are going to order the arrests of all those who partook in the illegal, in the extraordinary rendition, the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. All those who were involved, you are going to order, the court is going to order the arrest. This is because the appeal court has already declared it illegal. So you will go a step further to order the arrests of these people to come to court to face trial for bringing in a victim of kidnap to your court for trial while they are walking free. This to show you as a very transparent and a man of honor in the eyes of the public, in the eyes of the world, that you did this. Your name will go far. People will talk about you. You cannot be trying somebody who was kidnapped and brought by herdsmen to your court. It is the herdsmen you should be invited to your court to come and tell your court how come they got this man. And you will lock the court doors and put them on trial and handcuffs. Failure to do this, you will not portray yourself as a very neutral person, and the world may have bias against you. Because a lot of things have gone wrong in this Kanu's case, and you are the judge. Go and read what a judge means, and you will know that you have powers upon powers to do things. You will know that those people who are advising you, those politicians, you have more power than them. Maybe they might have more money than you, but you are trying to sell your power for a few dollars, for a few pounds. They themselves wish they were even in your shoes, but they call you aside with Nigeria's money and you are bowing to them. Most of you bow to them because of whatever. As a judge, you are powerful than even a president if you know what you're doing, if you are not corrupt, if you are transparent, if you stand for the right thing. You know what you're doing, you are more powerful than president. You don't need money. You don't need money. But we know how the country rolls. We know, everybody knows, because as you are aware, a world power has already declared Nigeria a terrorist state. With the theft that has gone in this country, over 500 billion dollars has been stolen from Nigeria's coffers since 1999 alone. And yet the country is wallowing in poverty. Out of school children, the country cannot pay workers, they cannot pay salaries on time. They can't build ordinary infrastructure. There is no water, pipe-borne water in the ground. There is no light for decades. That money alone that was stolen from Africa, from Nigeria, can give the country steady power supply. And still people are wondering, why does Biafra want to leave? Ndi Igbo cannot survive in such economy. We are industrialists. We build things. We create factories. We build things. We export. We are ingenuine. We manufacture. How can we survive under Nigeria as Biafra? Biafra has already been taken aback because of this Nigerian structure of, inefficiency and incapacity. Nothing goes on in the country. So if the Igbos are allowed to have their country, definitely you will see what they will make of it. That power will be solved under 1 year. Pipe-borne water will flow. The land will be like Garden of Eden. Biafra land will be El Dorado for everybody around the world to come. So what is all this fuss about? What is working in Nigeria? What is working in Nigeria that you make people to stay? What is working here? So clearly there is a problem in the system that needs to be resolved. There's a problem in the system that Biafra will solve. That is Nnamdi Kanu's crime and nothing more. For preaching against Fulani herdsmen, for preaching against unjust treatment of Ndi Igbo in Nigeria, for calling out leaders of Igbo extraction who are not performing well, which is true. You might argue with his methods, but you can't leave the main thing that he said is true. Everybody knows it's true. And Nigeria is putting him in prison with Britain and with leaders in the southeast, thinking that keeping Nnamdi Kanu there will make them to perform their duties as. That is because they don't want to perform the duties. They want to silence the voices of the people so that they don't have to perform the duties. They keep on stealing more money up till it gets to trillions and trillions until one day the whole country is sold off. Then finally, everybody will now go, pack the road and go. And the funny part, the people who are stealing these resources in connivance with the British, they are not even the people who have the oil itself. They are from other regions. The Fulani, the Yorubas, they are the ones who are even pillaging the resources of Biafra land and its neighbors. Such a shame. The people that have the oil don't have the industries, while the ones that don't have the oil have the industries and infrastructure. And yet you're talking about this same contraption. We will sleep one day and wake up in Biafra. So I see you next video. Peace.